46 pounds, something like that. Got like 20 odd kilos. Piece. Yeah. And that was right there. I kind of ripped the arse out of the Banoffee one, man. Not that much of a fucking. It's so fucking good! I don't think I'll ever mix my way through my cream rice. I see quite a lot of people doing that, man. It just. Fuck that. Good morning, fuckers. So, you'll this is my first video in a while. We're now 12 weeks post-show, so if you don't recognise me because my face is about 10 times the size, then firstly, fuck you. Secondly, we're just getting a little bit chubby and happy with it. So I've got look over. We're going to do a full day of eating. So the calories come down to up to 5,771. We're going to say epic bodybuilder high day 6,000 calories. We're going to round that shit up. Because no one's going to fucking give a shit if it's 5,700, but 6,000 will make it a world of fucking difference. So, plan for today, we'll walk you through each meal. Luke will just be doing little bits and bobs in the background. We've got deep tissue later on. I have Sean coming over every week, or he has come over every single week, and he came over and did up to my shows. But I've just got general maintenance work every week, so we'll get that done and dusted. We'll have a little bit of check-ins, we'll have a little bit of training. But today's mostly going to be about the food, so grab your chicky rice, grab your cream of rice, sit your arse on the sofa, and hang tight, because it's going to be a good fucking day. Are you filming? Yeah, buddy. So meal 2 is going to be the same as meal 1, which was 150 cal. I do have some dark chocolate with this meal, which I didn't have with the first one. Some whey, a little bit of berries. Dad gives me like 20 grams of honey, but I can't eat. I don't know about you, Luke, but I can't eat like plain cream of rice. It needs to have like berries or something in it. So I chuck in 100 grams of berries and just take away 10 grams of honey. And then with this meal, we've got nothing actually. We're going to eat this meal, go for a wee walk. A little bit more work to do when we come back, and then we're going to go and train, push today. It is a high day. So with regards to intake, on my high days I've got a little bit of basal insulin or additional basal insulin. So I've got 25 units of Lantus, which I'll take in the morning before my first meal. And then around the training window, I will have 10 units of Nova Rapid and then 10 units post. Now a post-workout meal is huge. It's like near enough 200 grams of carb. But the idea behind... Cassie, man, ¿qué te pasa? I'm trying to educate the people. But the reason behind using that is just to try and, one, take a little bit of pressure off the pancreas, but two, obviously with using insulin, you're going to have improved nutrient partitioning, improved glycogen storage and uptake. So yeah, that's it. Just helps get things fucking settled. And why are these dogs doing this? Honestly, they want food, so I'm going to feed them, then I'll feed myself. Okay. Fuck it. Right, fuckers, pre-workout meal, look at that shit. Looks horrible, right? It does look pretty rough. So yeah, 150 cream of rice, 150 cream of rice, 25 grams of dark chocolate, 100 berries, 10 grams of honey, and then 1 Kunzel square bar. Because if I ate the proper ones, I'll be broke as fuck. We'll go through 5 of these today, so bear with me. But yeah, I'll have this, and then we'll probably train in about 2 hours. So I always eat this, go for a wee dog walk, come back, a little bit more work, head to the gym. We'll probably get some light bits done in the gym, but today is mostly just going to be about like the eating and then the bits in between. It's so heavy, mate. I'm this. Remember? Come up. There's lights set up here. Go on then. Here, I'm in this over. I know. Go on, sit down. Come on, man. Fucking go sit down. Kaiser, you gonna sit down? Fucking hell, lads. What's up, it? He's a fucking belter now. So you pick up dog shit. You can never really smell it, and then you pick it up, and it's when you're like transitioning from like the outside to inside that you get like waft of shit. But yeah, totally fine.
Just keep on as you are. That bin is just full of shite. Like, I don't think anyone lives there, it's just a bin full of shit. Like, genuinely, man, like, I don't think I could live in the city after being out here.
No.
It's way too chill, man. Way too chill. This like keeps me there. The only benefit is all the scran, but out with that, it's too much going on, man. Got the best of both worlds here.
Everyone's like, go for walks between meals to improve digestion, which is totally fucking valid, man, but I just can't be fucked going out for a walk. So like, see if we've got like tasks, because like, let's be real, everyone that has a missus that loves them, like, you don't want to fuck it, otherwise you're getting your balls chinned. And it's not a good ball chinning, it's a bad ball chinning. But like, I'm not risking Joanna coming home after I've eaten like 700, 800 grams of carb and I'm sat on the sofa melted, so I need to try and like do something at least between meals. So I always like put the washing away or fucking put washes on or like, I don't know, do all that stupid shit between meals. Also, I'm making my rice for post-workout just now. Make sure and wash your rice, you fucking dirty bastards. Why? Because it gets a nice layer of starch off them and it'll actually improve your digestion. So yeah, I usually just like whisk it about a few times, empty it, pour it, empty it, pour it, and I chuck the rice cooker on. So when I come back from the gym, my post-workout meal's there. What I was just saying to look before this is that, see if you mess up your meal timings on these high days and a meal's behind by like half an hour, it puts so much pressure on you. So the main thing with any high days, when you are really pushing it, you need to try and conform to those meal times. Otherwise, you're going to be backing meals together. And I kind of perceive the digestive tract like a traffic light system. Like, if you have this big fuck off roadblock, right, for your body to come past like that hoona, heaving, massive shite that needs to be done, that ain't going to be done. So you need to try and be sensible. So yeah, just be prepared, get your shit ready in advance. I used to be a massive advocate of like basmati rice. I used to love basmati. But mate, see when you cook it, it swells up like a motherfucker. Whereas see if you use jasmine rice, or even sushi rice is the best. Sushi rice is so dense and small. Like the actual size of the meal in comparison to using a basmati is night and day. You know, and you're wanting to go for foods, like I said, I find rice-based products digest so well, so I try and pull back on things like potato, which are going to be more voluminous and more satiating on these days. Bro, if I was converting my 150 gram portion of rice to fucking potato, mate, it would be like 750 grams, 800 gram potato per meal. 4 times a day, 3 times a day even. Fuck that. No chance. Love how I'm talking about efficiency, but I'm spending 20 minutes whisking rice. I've got these fucking stonking pre-workouts that'll send you in your arse and make you feel like you're at DC 10. Like this one here will make you feel like you're definitely at fucking DC 10. A couple of green Rolexes deep for one of these, man. This shit's really good as well, but caffeine will like absolutely melt my appetite, particularly those two. I don't know if it's specifically caffeine, so I can only really tolerate a coffee. But as you'll see, I'm probably going to be like, look, I'm very aware that I'm not full of energy, okay? Granted, I had a night out a couple of days ago, but I don't think it's from that. It's just because of all the food I'm eating, and I feel very tired all the time. So I've got cardio on my rest days, but that barely touches the sides. I think it's just the thermic effect of the food and the constant spiking of insulin, so I'm up and down quite frequently. But anyway, I'll try and minimise my caffeine. So I'll have a couple double espressos a day. It gives me enough of a dunt to keep me going, but does not upset my appetite. So if you're someone that is struggling in off season, but you're still smashing like copious amounts of caffeine, just try and pull back. Big tip, even things like alpha GPC, huperzine A, like things that are more mentally stimulating as opposed to adrenally stimulating, you could say, still try and be mindful of them. Oh, I'll put some hairs on your chest. As I realised earlier on, I said I have 10 units of Nova Rapid pre and post workout. I don't have 10 units pre. I have a fast acting insulin pre and post. I have a collective 10 units. So what I'll do is I'll do 80 gram of carbs intra. Now I used to take my Nova Rapid with my pre-workout meal, but Dan prefers it a little bit closer to the workout window. So what I'll do is on the way to the gym, we'll pull up to the gym. I'll usually then take my 5 units of insulin, and then I'll smash a Lucozade Sport, which is like 30 grams of carbs when I'm warming up. And then that means that I've got glucose in my system, I'm mitigating the risk of running hypo. And bearing in mind as well, pre-workout I've got 170 gram of carb. Post-workout I've got 200 and something. So I have ample carbohydrates in me for the clearance. And if anyone's ever struggling, in fact, no, pay me and I'll tell you about this. I think people underestimate the value of the drive to the gym, because it's probably, if you're single, unlucky, or if you got a missus, again, some quality peace and quiet. But like, I find that the drive to the gym is just as impactful as the actual sessions. No, that's a lie, it's not. But like, it gets your fucking head switched on, man, because a lot of people just show up to the gym and expect everything to be hunky-dory, but the reality of it is that everyone will be carrying some degree of mental fatigue. I don't care if you're a fucking online coach, a plumber, a fucking stripper. There's be something that you'll be feeling a certain way, man, and you need to decompress and get the head switched on. And I find that having a routine in terms of music you're listening to, like visualizing and imagining the session structure, even getting even deeper in terms of how the sets will feel internally, all serves a purpose. So yeah, if you don't fucking have a good attitude going at the gym, the sessions, fuck off. Just drop my phone. The session's probably going to be shit. Well, not really, but you know, at least for me, it's very fucking impactful, man. I don't fancy coasting up to the gym. I had to mentally prepare myself for the onslaught of snapping some tits off the bone. Man, this light is awesome. It's what it's like, right? Oh, fucking bastard. Yo guys, so we're back from the gym. We had a pretty productive push session, which you'll have probably just seen, just some bits. But we are now back for meal number 3. So a little bit behind schedule, by like 50 minutes, but it's not a big deal. So we'll go 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock should be in the cards. I'm hoping it's in the cards anyway. We'll be fine. But post-workout, I've got one bagel, one half a bagel remaining, 150 grams of raw weight rice, 30 grams of honey, 100 chicken, and a good old squirt of the good shit. This is like, by the way, see if anyone can ever get the M&S one. The M&S Parades is the fucking tits. I would say that this is more like buttery comparatively to the M&S one, which is like pure fucking heat in your mouth, pure fire flames, delicious. But yeah, we're gonna eat this. Light bit of work to do. Sean's then coming round. I'm fucking praying I can get like a wee 20-minute napper. But yeah, we're gonna put this down, and then you get to eat me. Eat me? You get to eat me. Eat my arse. So, I'm now at a point where I'm 12, 14 weeks post-show, and people are probably wondering, or some people might be, some people just don't give a fuck, but if you are wondering what my plans are, I've got like another few weeks of this like kind of post-show rebound phase. The intention during this phase has really just been to try and maximise how sensitive the body's been. And I think we've done a pretty good job, man. I'm currently just under 40 pounds up from stage weight across 12 weeks, so it's a fair bit of weight, man. And it's certainly, you know, like I said earlier, I'm certainly feeling it now. I'm much more tired day to day. Like I said again even earlier, in fact I didn't even mention, but I do a couple of walks a day, right? So this is it. This is like the glorious Bathgate loop. It's like a private walk I jump in, okay? But anyway, it's not a private walk, it's just a walk in my house. Anyway, we fucking 12 weeks post show now, food's nice and high. My plans are pretty much to keep this through until the new year. We'll then look to consolidate and then do like a little diet block. But the plans are to not step on stage until end of 2025 at the very earliest, man. And at that point, it will be a case of going for a regional to qualify for a pro qualifier. And I'm definitely want to give a pro qualifier a whirl. Okay, I'm not. Reason being is just to see where I sit. Okay, you know, when you have the dream, the vision of becoming an IFBB pro, the best way to really see where you sit is by test yourself against the best. Now, I'm still young, I'm still relatively small in the grand scheme of things, and that allowed me to see, right, this is how close I am, this is how much time I need to go to take away and get back to it. But up until then, man, like, I live and breathe this shit. It's not particularly hard for me. I'm very routine, I enjoy it. I was speaking to one of the boys in the gym earlier, and he was talking about like sacrifices and how we really don't really have to give out much or give up much, and it's a piece of piss for me, man. I eat my meals, I do as I'm told, and I'll rip the arse out of it until the fucking fat lady sings.
What is the meal?
It's going to be 150 rice, 150 chicken, 10 honey, and a square bar. Which, again, square bar number, is this 3 or 4 of the day? 4. Yeah, fuck 4. Number forecast in it. No, that fucking easy. I think this is the part where if you're an individual who's aiming to drive body weight upwards, you usually get to a point where you start to feel not very hungry because you're eating so much fucking food. And I think at least for me, when you see boys year after year who are competing, those are, they're not making any progress, they don't get any bigger. I honestly think that it's down to that. They're just not pushing that food to an uncomfortable point consistently enough. It's fine well being there for maybe like a week, but when you're there for like months and months on end, which is where you have to be, it does become just as much of a mental battle as parts of prep are and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you want to get a big boy, gotta keep eating even when you don't feel like it. Oh, so this meal is pretty much the exact same as my post-workout meal minus the bagel and 10 grams of honey. So yeah, I've got this meal another once after this time, and then I've got pretty much the same minus the honey and my steak at the end of the day. So as you can see, all my foods are pretty much like on these days like very clean, and this is definitely the most amount of clean food that like I've eaten it. Because like, see if I was fucking, I've had it before. Last time I was having like muffins and fucking way more bagels and I don't know, more processed foods. So this has been in a sense, it's like I've eaten more, but this is probably the most whole foods that I've eaten. Do you know what I mean? So. My Guanjis. So I've just had my deep tissue with Sean. Almost fell asleep. Looking at we're just joking, but before Sean came, I was just scrolling my phone and again could have passed out. This is the reality of when you're like eating a lot of food and try to push your body weight up. You're gonna get I'm very tired, but sleep was actually pretty good to be fair. But yeah, fucked man. So I'm gonna get this meal in. I'll need to go for a shower afterwards because I'm a stinky bastard. I'm not showered yet. I'm gonna smash this meal, which is it's meant to be 150 grams of steak rib. I'm sorry, I would never waste like that much of a steak. So I'm having the full thing. I've always had the full thing. If it was prep, I'd be obviously doing it, but I don't have steak on prep. Don't have the luxury of the fats. But yeah, I ain't wasting that amount of steak, so I just chuck the full thing in. Another 150 grams of rice, and yes, another square bar, and then that'll be our second last meal of the day. With like steak, I don't like using like the fry light, so what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in the pan, and then I'll fucking swirl it around, and then I'll just do that. Like, it's not as good as just drenching it in oil, but it's better than a kick in the balls. You ready for this? Look. Right, so I like my steaks rare, so I'm just going to put it on a medium to high heat. It's like 2 minutes, flip it over another 2 minutes, and then 2 to 3 minutes, and then let it rest for a bit. I can't wait to eat this meal. Do you know, like people's steak preferences are so varied? Like, you should do this first, do this first. Look, I'm many different fucking bro, I drenched the bastard in pepper. Too hesitant. Bro, these bits are banging. Oh yeah.
I would say that.
Oh. It's actually not that good, but it is nice enough. No, I'm actually ready to eat this.
How many square bars do you have?
5.
Really?
Yep. Well, there's a lot of square bars in it. I've only. All the way there, I'm doing work. Four people can put mac in here, so that'll be pretty sick. So I'll have Big Ross in class 2. I'm hoping to have Craig in novice and first timers. I'm hoping to have Poppy to do athletic or toned figure. I need to wait and see on that one. Back in the year. And I'll get Ellis as well back in the year. And I think there's one more. So these are 4 or 5 people back in the year, and then I've got shows at the start, so should be pretty good, man. Pretty good. Last year we had Mikey on stage, and then we had Katie, so we just had the 2 of them. But yeah, I reckon every year from this point we just get busier and busier. I should do anyway, if I don't fuck it. This is the last meal, so it's pretty much going to be what I've had at every single meal. It's either been rice at 150 grams, or cream rice at 150 grams, with some chicken or some whey. But this is 150 rice, 150 chicken, 10 gram of honey, Uncle Your Bob fan. This is actually the last meal of the day. So I'm probably not going to bore you with this one, and me watching is going to have to trust me that I do ingest it, but I will eat it. If not, my missus will tell you all about it. But we'll get this wrapped up. Luke can go home since he's been an absolute tripper and dealt with my shit all day. Thank you, brother. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. There's nothing particularly complicated or exciting about it. That's the reality of it. But this is honestly, in terms of how my gut health is, where my appetite is in relation to clean foods, where I'm at in relation to like size and condition. You know, I think this has definitely been the cleanest off season that I've had from like a meal plan perspective. And I definitely feel like it's making a big difference. So yeah, maybe this is taking a bit of inspiration in terms of your foods, maybe it's just not, and you've just sat and fucking engorged yourself to it, which I probably would have done myself. Then just fucking let me know, and yeah, all that pish. So thank you as always. I'm gonna get this down me, and then I'm gonna pass the bug out. Please.